Hi guys, Becca Smith here. Just wanted to talk today about what I'm writing for NaNoWriMo this year. I'm actually writing the next book in the series for Dream Diaries. Now, Dream Diaries was the very first NaNoWriMo book that I wrote, I think 2-3 years ago. And I really didn't intend on making it a series. I kind of wanted it to be a one-off. The type of character that Mara is, it really lends itself to a series. She's a girl that dreams about murders and things that happen, and then she uses sort of her ability to solve crimes. So, you know, that's, you can go on forever for that. Dream Diaries is very deeply personal to me because I actually fashioned her history on my own. And I did that because I was doing NaNoWriMo and I wanted to be able to pull from experience because, you know, write what you know. What was similar about me and Mara is that when I was a kid, I actually went through a pretty traumatic experience. My great aunt was actually murdered her husband. Her name is Ruth Nesland. You can Google it. It's pretty scary stuff. And as a child, you know, you watch movies and TV about this stuff, but what's actually happening to you in your family, it's quite a different experience. The crazy thing is that I had such a strong connection with Rolf. That was who she murdered. He was the only grandpa I ever knew. The night that she killed him, I dreamt it happening. And when I woke up, you know, I was terrified. I called my mom, and you know, and she comforted me the whole night. I told her all about the dream, all the grotesque details. She said, tomorrow we'll call, we'll make sure he's okay. And we called the next morning, and Ruth said that he was out. He's a shipping captain. He was out on a job, you know, kind of placated us until later we found out that she did indeed kill him. And it was that same night that I dreamt of it. And it kind of opened up this part of my brain. I mean, I hate the word psychic, and so does Mara. And so it was very easy for me to put that into Dream Diaries of just that, you know, I don't want to tell people that I dream about murders. And it's not even like Medium or wherever where you can dream something that's about to happen and warn the person and save their lives. When I'm dreaming about you, it's happening. Like, that was what, when I dreamt about my uncle, it was happening in that moment. If I'm dreaming about you, you're kind of screwed. I still have these dreams, and growing up it was hard because you dream about something, I wake up, I'm sweating, I'm shaking, and you know, and 2 days later it ends up in the newspaper or the news. And it was hard on my parents. My mom was super understanding because she's kind of got a sixth sense of her own. But my dad is super science, so he just didn't want to have anything to do with it. He'd be like, oh, you're reading too much, Reeves. So Reeves, that's short for Rebecca. But later as an adult, he actually said that, you know, it just scared me because you'd have these dreams and then I would be reading the newspaper and it was exactly what you told me you dreamt about. So he just didn't know how to handle it, and I totally get that because how do you explain something like that? So weird and random, and you see it all the time, you know, in movies and TV and fiction, but it still doesn't seem real. But until it happens to you, and then you're like, ooh, I can't really explain it. So that's where I came up with Mara's history. For me, it was so much better because I could just pull from my own personal experience. I was actually able to pull from my dream diaries, my actual dream diaries. That was kind of interesting because it was never something I ever planned on sharing. You know, I don't say, hey, you want to read my diaries to anybody? It's actually interesting writing it into a book form, into a fictionalized world, obviously manipulating it to fit the story. They're not exactly my dreams. Like that cover, that came straight from one of my dreams. Okay, so I'm super excited to do the sequel to Dream Diaries, but this time I'm outlining it to death because I kind of outlined Dream Diaries in the first time and it was a struggle. This time around, I want to make sure everything's mapped out. I can always deviate from the outline. You never have to be straight on, but this time I just really wanted point by point. This is how it's going to go because it's a mystery, and sure there is room for veering off and things like that, but overall, I want it to be pretty structured. So I'm almost done. Today, I'm hoping is my last day of outlining, and once that's done, I will be ready to go November 1st. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing for NaNoWriMo this year. Put it in the comments below. If you'd like a free digital copy of Dream Diaries, you can click the link below. Also, my handle for NaNoWriMo is down below as well. I'd love you to add me as your buddy because we can forge through this together. 50K or bust. But anyway, thanks for joining, and if you like my channel, please consider subscribing. And most of all, happy writing! Also, my handle for NaNoWriMo.